Mr. Yuan is very pleased with your cooperation towards this channel reaching 10,000 subscribers. To celebrate this milestone, we are continuing our Oirat/Yuan run and expanding our already quite powerful 2000 development empire. You will see why this is the perfect nation for world conquest with amazing ideas, missions, especially the tolerant path of the mission tree by using which you can conquer as much as you want and have pretty much no rebels. And last but not least, we will be forming the glorious Mongol Empire, which is even stronger now as it can establish Siberian frontiers. Oh boy, here we go, we start our conquest in India. But hey, I recently did a true era of Timur run. I'm sure we can handle this quite fast. So we're gonna start with Jaunpur and Limbuan. Perhaps we can break some Gujarat's alliances. What do they actually have? Sindh. Okay, we don't border Sindh yet, but we can if we're gonna fight the Timurids once the truce expires in 1499. Okay, I have to remember that. Okay, there we go. We can actually go ahead and do Kangra at the same time, as Jaunpur was one of their allies too. Alright, bit by bit we will clean them up. And probably in this war we can make borders with small nations like Garhwal, Doti and so on, just so they don't join coalitions in the future. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The earthquake of 1495. Yep, that's the playing in China experience. The good thing is that we have unlimited admin points. We have some money, so let's begin building. We will need to get some barracks for the mission Emperor's Guard. So let's go get some barracks. We're also continuing to bump up our gold mines. And we're now making quite decent money. Even though we're paying 24 ducats for fort maintenance, we still have to delete some forts. Even though most of our forts currently are in mountains and highlands, these are not too bad of locations. Okay, finally we got this bastard. And here we go, we have Emperor's Guard. This will unlock the Keshiks as a mercenary company that costs no army professionalism or force limit. And they have additional cap fire, fire damage received minus 15%. And for 25 years we will get mercenary cost minus 25% and additional discipline. Now, I'm really interested in that mercenary group. These guys are actually pretty damn good. They have 18 cavalry. Why not? Let's go. Let's get them. Since they cost no army force limit, there we go. We just have additional 24,000 soldiers roaming around. And because they have so much cavalry, we also complete Nadam festivals for which we needed 50,000. We already won 100 battles. We have 180 to be exact. We will get 15 prestige, which is converted to each monarch points because we're maxed out. And we get the Hold Nadam Festival decision, which every 20 years will allow us to get 10% cav combat ability for 5 years. Let's be honest, we're probably not using the other options. Okay, so this costs us 400 ducats, nearly. I guess we can use those before like some difficult wars when we need to fight multiple nations to get that cav combat ability and make it easier. And now let's see what we can take from Jaunpur. Oh nice, that's actually pretty damn good. We will border many new nations. And of course boys, raise. And we're adding all the trade centers or trade companies. We have one in Kathmandu as well. Time to do a little cleanup. Oh, he's allied with Delhi. In most of the forts we're using barrage, make it much faster, and because we just have way too many mill points after raising, I don't even want to talk about admin because we're constantly even using it to reduce inflation. Right, we also now have more than 10 provinces which are not Tengri religion and which have been improved at least 2 times, so we will get a bonus. Theologians will now grant 0.25 tolerance of heretics and heathens per level. So this means at the level 5 advisor we can get 1.25 tolerance. And we immediately get a skill-free theologian, which we're just gonna go ahead and hire right now. Let's upgrade them to level 4 and eventually we can make him a level 5. Now Tirhut is allied with Bengal and I would like to take provinces from Bengal. Yeah, we can make it like this. Malwa, we're already at war with them. Take down this trash. And this is pretty damn good. National unrest -2 until the death of our ruler. He's 52, but if all goes well, he's gonna live like 10 more years. We can even go and fight in the hills. We're just demolishing everybody. Forts in 90 days, that's how I like it. And Bengal, you can't do nothing about it. That's right, scram. Meanwhile, we take out half of your army. You guys barrage, let's make it quick. I have a smaller army just hunting rebels. We also have an army here in Japan that I've checked on this. I haven't been enabling autonomous rebel suppression, so we have some stuff to do. Whoa, this Bengal war was so damn quick, man. I think I'm just gonna isolate them. Here, let's take something like this. Let's see how much overextension we have after we raise everything. I think I won't bother and try to make our overextension stay around 100% from here. Like, it's fine, we can take on some additional rebels. Yeah, so it's 170 right now. And drop down to 140, which is okay. Oh, there we go. There's no more truce with the Timurids. Come here, boys. Let's test your strength, shall we? Don't you run around. And that's how easy we own the Timurids. We completely wiped them out. You can go ahead and select a new government reform as well. This is going to reduce cav cost by another 10% and give us more infantry ratio. I swear to God, with like 140 overextension, we had like 1 or 2 rebel groups pop up and nothing more. And now they're all just disappearing. Yeah, it's pretty damn good to have nearly -9 in national unrest. And what do we have here, boys? We are the leading producer of silk, which means we get trade steering and mercantilism. And speaking of mercantilism, we have no use for our diplo points, so we can increase that. I guess once we have 100%, then we can also start switching or converting our cultures. And we can still make everything much cheaper because we haven't started our golden era yet. Not sure when will be the time, but maybe around some big coalitions or something. Like currently we don't need the extra support. But I guess we can try out this whole Nadam festival thingy. We could get 9,000 manpower, we could get prestige, and yeah, let's go with cav compatibility. I think we can just go ahead and isolate the Timurids like this. Why not? Let's do it. That's once again quite a few trade centers that we added here. Yeah, this is pretty much the last thing we needed. Improved war taxes. We have all the actually important or somewhat important benefits. Dude, this is pretty damn cool. If we go for Sind, we can reset the truce with Timurids to 5 years. We can continue eating them up. I don't see why we shouldn't do that. It's only Jampur, Malwa, and Oman. Yep. Let's go. Let's crush him again. We're back, boys. We just need a white piece with them. So this is pretty damn good. More repairs for the Great Wall. We can pay 1.4 thousand ducats and we can upgrade the monument, the Great Wall of China, by 2. Here it is. Let's see if we upgrade this now and then click this. Yep, we can cheese it. We have it at level 2 and we're upgrading it to the maximum level for 1000 ducats. And this is gonna give us attrition for enemies global modifier +2, which is pretty damn good. Oh man, that's so cool. There we go, we have our white piece. Everything's going according to plan. Oh dude, so you like running around? I do as well. Oh man, when we have maximum stability, we cannot get stabbed from events, so instead we get 50 admin points. Yeah. We're gonna rush to unlock level 10 admin technology as soon as we can. So we can actually start using them because we're gonna go for one of the admin ideas. And thankfully, we can just full annex our boy Sind. Timurids just entered an alliance with Malwa. Well, good timing because we're at war with them and we can immediately break it off so that we don't have to deal with them after 5 years once we attack Timurids again. It's little things like this that make the game so much easier. Here we go, let's take it way ahead of time. Because we're now unlocking humanist ideas, playing a blob nation like Yuan, or even let's say Mughals or any other horde. Humanist ideas are so nice because they make the game so much more enjoyable as you don't have to deal with the millions of rebel factions. Oh, Lanchang only has Mongyang as an ally, who we don't even need to co-belligerent. Oh, okay. Indochina, we're coming back, boys. Hey, that's pretty damn good. We have perfection of Ming porcelain, giving us local production efficiency plus 5% until the end of the game in many provinces in China. Viet, we can take them out as well. Oh, Ayutthaya is sieging this. Oh well, we might as well wait then. See how much they will take from this war. There we go, we can start unlocking humanist ideas with the first one reducing unrest by 2. And we get plus 15% movement speed from our national ideas. We be quick, boys. We be very quick. And here we go, David survived for like a month or 2. He was destined to be a part of our nation. Okay, we can fight the Eat Your Greens nation. And speaking of Eat Your Greens, I don't have that achievement, so if you guys would want to see it, let me know in the comments. Take some of that, sir. Oh, our truce with Uzbek has ended. The intruder, we can finally remove him. You survived long enough, sir. Dude, it's so crazy. We're a little bit overextended and we don't even have 100% religious unity and we have -12 unrest. Love it. We don't even see half of this guy's nation, but we can just select the provinces and full annex him. This way discovering it. And the fact that we don't see this stuff, it's only our fault really. We can just go and start stealing some maps. For example, we can steal maps from Jampur and look at that. We're gonna discover Eastern Indian Ocean. We see way more land now. We can do this with Indochina. Boom. We see pretty much the whole Ayutthaya and Khmer. So if you're not lazy, just spy nations and steal maps from them. I think we finished this war just in time because our truce is about to expire with Japan. So I'm gonna use this army for Japan. And the rest of the boys, yeah, we will be fighting Jampur, Timurids. There's many truces expiring around this time. The famous 92% siege, boys. Come on, for shits and giggles, don't fall. Oh, he did. We need to start building more courthouses desperately. Our admin efficiency is not looking that great as we just went over our gov capacity. Oh, his provinces are that expensive, we can't even isolate them. Damn. I'll just take this then. These are very rich provinces, so we get tons of admin points, which we obviously will start investing in our ideas. More tolerance, always good. And we're very close to another 5% admin efficiency with our national ideas. Oh, that sucks. Arakan entered the coalition. We don't have a border with them. In this case, we need to wait until someone we border enters, and we will immediately declare on them so that we don't allow a huge enough coalition to form. What do we got here? I mean, pretty much half of India is mad at us. Indochina despises us. Persia, it's just a Jam and Timurids, so we're already fighting the Timurids, and I guess we could fight a Jam. Yeah, their allies suck. We definitely could. So probably that's what we will do. If a Jam enters the coalition, we will just straight up declare a tribal conquest. Ayutthaya entered. Now that I don't really like. And the Mamluks, oh no, okay. Hey, we gotta do this. We have to remove the Mamluks. There's no way, man. Screw it, let's declare. And I think this might be the moment when we want to start our golden era, just to make sure we're powerful as possible. So in this Ayutthaya war, it would be pretty fine if we can just white piece them. And we took half of Japan, or what was left of Japan, so now we can finish ending the Divine Wind, which is gonna give us a good military advisor, and we unlock the Ataki Buni naval doctrine, which is normally unique to Japan and gives you morale of navies and heavy ship combat ability. There we go, guys. We have our admin efficiency. We can get rid of this coalition. Let's make it short. And as we unlocked another humanist idea, increasing our religious unity, we now have the mission State of Faiths, which unlocks religious tolerance privilege for tribes and clergy estates, and it grants tolerance of heretics and heathens +1, scaling with our estate loyalty. Okay, we have space for that, and I really want to select this one. We once again robbed the Timurids, taking a 100% peace deal, and we get the mission into Iran, giving us nearly 1000 ducats, and until the end of the game we get yearly Horde unity 0.50, as well as envoy travel time -15% and perma claims on Persia region. Immediately we can do fall of Hindustan as we have more than 20 provinces in Hindustan region. It is a pretty damn good. Core creation cost -10% and cap compatibility +10% for 15 years, and our ruler also gets an upgrade with mill points. Every single cent that we got is going into courthouses. Now these wars are pretty much done as well. We just need to take out Khmer. And what do we have here? Civil and military affairs. Apparently we built enough town halls and training fields as well as barracks. We just like that, we get 50,000 manpower and some reinforced speed and cost. Okay then. And for this one, we just need to upgrade our advisors to level 2, which so far we didn't really need to do. Let's get this guy. I'm gonna take one loan, reduce inflation. Level 2 advisor is here. And once again, here we go, we can complete the mission Old Censorate with 1,500 ducats and a national unrest reduction. That's just so good. Now with this cash, that's quite a few courthouses that we can grab. Alright, last humanist idea, we get maximum tolerance of heretics and heathens as well as goods produced modifier, and obviously governing capacity modifier +10% from our ambitions, which for now fixes our gov capacity situation, and we still have our maximum admin efficiency. Now there is a policy that we can get, but to be honest, right now we don't need it. We already have a Diplo one. Alright, Bakhmanis, you can leave. We don't have a border with you. And this additional money that we took is always gonna be valuable. We can probably just isolate our boy Mewar. Nice, truce with Bengal is over. Very good timing as we finished the previous one. We're gonna do it like this, Molva and Bengal at once. These guys are so weak at this point. And screw it, we got the points. Let's grab level 10s so we can have step riders and new artillery. Gonna get rid of this heir, I really don't like him. Terrible stats. And our ruler is 69 years old, damn. What do we have here? Simplify the movable type. We built the buildings. We get 5 innovativeness, institution embracement cost, and spread, which is gonna be useful because we don't have colonialism yet. If the printing press has not spawned yet, our capital will get 100% progress towards it. So once it does spawn, we will have it already spreading in our nation. How good is that? We take a third of Bengal. And we leave Malwa with 4 provinces. We don't need to push any further. because we will need one more war versus them regardless. Now, if we wanted to, we could choose our syncretic religion to be Hindu, and we could start using the monument in Varanasi, which to be honest might not be the worst idea because we have a ton of Hindu provinces by this point, and it further increases tolerance of heretics and heathens by quite a bit. So let's pay 50 prestige and let's switch from confusion. So there we go, I just immediately made it level 1 so that we have at least a little bonus, and once we have enough cash we will upgrade it to the maximum. Okay, our truce with Arakan is up. These guys will continue re-entering your coalitions. I hate the fact that we cannot drag in Ayutthaya co-belligerent because we keep fighting them and we're not actually taking any land from them, because they're gonna be the only nation left in Indochina shortly. Maybe they're not gonna enter and we can wait a little bit and drag all of them in one war. Oh, Great Horde is pretty much free real estate. Why are we not doing anything about that? I must send a couple of my best soldiers over there. Yeah, okay, the new ruler is not the best, which kinda sucks, but here we go. We can also complete continental trade. Unlocks nomadic caravans privilege for the tribes, which grants us up to 20% caravan power and 5% trade efficiency at max loyalty and 100 diplo points. Yeah, sure, I guess we can grab it. Why not? Oh, this guy's terrible. He has construction cost increase, damn. Might as well start using him for our battles then. That's pretty damn good. We can isolate our boy Great Horde. And we also are able to complete another mission now. Legacy of Gold. We get additional looting speed and available loot until the end of the game with the modifier Return of the Mongols. And we get some permaclaims on Pontic Steppe and Ural. Tighten the Yoke is very easy to complete. We just need to get free provinces from Muscovy. So eventually we will get it. Should we start that war now? They're only allied with Denmark. I really suppose might as well. They're so weak, man. Oh, they're weak. Come here, boys. Let me show you the Horde power. There we go. Nice, I was waiting for this. Our truce with Ayutthaya is up. Now, immediately, let's declare a direct war on them. And then we can attack their tributaries and just annex everybody. Ajam has entered the coalition. Yep, I don't like that. Until a big coalition forms, once again, we're just declaring. Oh, now we have both the Ottomans and the Mamluks in the coalition. Okay, that's a bit annoying, you know. That is a bit annoying. I think still, let's see how far we can push. I really don't want to declare on them because we would be in 5 separate wars. That's maybe a bit too much. I'm not saying that we couldn't handle, but it's really annoying and tedious to fight that many fronts at once. I would say this is good, but we already have nearly 100 army tradition. Give us mill points, sure. We can always convert mill points into generals, which equals army professionalism, which equals siege ability, so, you know, it's always good. If it took a big chunk of Muscovy, and as such we tightened the yoke, giving us more permaclaims. We have seizing Nizhny Novgorod, which now modifies the return of the Mongols modifier by 100 governing capacity, and we get permaclaim on Russia. So this is actually really nice. Everybody just left the coalition, which is interesting, but I'll accept that because we can start more wars. Mer wasn't one of the nations in it. I guess you just show dominance and everybody fears you. Yep, that's how it works, right? Look at these peasants, man. It's 1521, we're over 3000 development. What's up now, Mamluks and Ottomans? We cut down Ayutthaya in half. He is done for, man. Just barely enough war score to full annex Khmer. How beautiful, man. How beautiful. Indeed, Ayutthaya is only nation left in Indochina. So we will need like, what, 2 wars? Probably 2 to 3 wars to full annex these guys. The closure of China event allows us to choose between more trade power, but we would sacrifice idea cost and institution spread. Or we can select the open China option and enjoy some really good reduction for technology and ideas. This provincial trade power modifier is really nothing, so we will go with this option. Just boost our stab back up real quick, 142 points. I want to make sure that in this war we get a border with Vijayanagar, so we can grab a peace deal like this. And now we pretty much border every single nation in India, so it's gonna be really easy to consolidate the rest of it. It's just that we will need multiple wars versus Vijayanagar. That's a total 361% total war score. Damn, boy. But I guess the next age is gonna help quite a bit with it. I love it. If we declare a war on Jampur, we can shorten our truce with Bahmanis. So let's destroy them once again. Obviously, we're just aiming for a quick white piece. We can annex Jampur in the process. What the hell is this, man? Sambalpur. Never seen that nation before. And we also have... Oh, this is a vassal, alright. Well, Sambalpur, nice seeing you, but you gotta go, buddy. There we go. Nice chunk of Ajam is ours. And we have a mission, Heart of Persia. We will get 25 diplo points per center of trade we own in Persia and some additional permaclaims. That's quite a lot of points. And we will use that to boost our mercantilism. Let's get it to 80%. And here we go. There's our white piece. That is lovely. I swear to God, this is the tiniest Russia I've seen form in a good while. These guys are not even in the great powers list. And how about we steal a couple more maps so that we can see Indonesia? Really not looking forward to conquering there, but at some point we will have to, right? And we still have tons of diplo points. You know what? Let's start converting cultures. Every single non-accepted culture. We really don't need to save a single point for that, because we're still insanely ahead with all the technologies and we're maxed out on innovativeness, so it's not like we need to chase them. It's Operation Delete a Fort. I haven't been deleting them after our conquests and it's been a while. We have a lot of these farmlands, jungle forts which we don't need, forts next to each other. Oh, here we go, we have a new gold mine. It's spawned in Japan. This province also gets additional development. Actually, let me develop it beforehand so that immediately we'll have it at like 8 dev. Here we go. We have Kyoto, so we get some monarch points and prestige. And it's only one war left until we have the entirety of Japan. What's even happening here? Damn, a second gold mine. Japan, the gold-rich region. We're actually making so much money right now, which is always a lovely sight. And quite a few buildings that we got so far. I mean, it doesn't look like that much, but our nation is just that wide, man. Another tribal conquest versus the Timurids and their buddies Shirvan, Yas, and Hormuz. We don't border these guys, not really care about them. Well, Hormuz we do border, but they're allied with the Ottomans. Miss me with that bullcrap. Oh hell no, the Isi Grand Temple allows us to get Shinto as our new state religion and switch to a monarchy. Imagine just having this nice campaign and selecting this option, ruining it all. I don't care about it, man. Love it. Since we're now trading in incense, we control 20% of the total. We get additional tolerance of true fate. Like, look at that, man. Our tolerance is so high and it reduces the local unrest by quite a bit. So Hormuz, the only thing I will ask you to do is break this alliance with the Ottomans so that we can conquer Hormuz next time and start expanding in Arabia. Yo, we gotta start working on the monument in Grand Palace of Bangkok. At maximum level, this is plus 15% gov capacity modifier. Must have it. Let's invest some manpower. Let's get this to level 1. You know what? It's really important, this one. I'll grab a couple of loans. We're just gonna max it out as fast as possible. Guys, we already have 52.3% core creation cost reduction. Do we really need more? Because right now, it doesn't matter. The cost doesn't change anything. We are constantly overflown with admin points. I would usually select centralized power for tier 5 government reform, but I think this time we can just go for gov capacity. And we want to have this one eventually anyways, because it also increases max absolutism. Our truce with Malvar just expired and he's allied with Vidojevic. There we go, double or even triple conquest. Let's do it. We got another stack as well. Our army is up to around 160,000 soldiers. Obviously, we're maxed out on the banners and we cannot really have too many of them because most of our stuff in China is in trade companies. But it's not like we're losing out on much. If we really wanted or needed to have stronger units, we would have picked mill group ideas, right? We still don't have one. And at level 14, we probably will go with Horde ideas now because it's gonna be pretty good with cav cost, cav combat ability, and even less national unrest. And finally, it's Age of Reformation. We already have 3 objectives done, so in no time we will be able to get religious wars, which is gonna reduce our war score cost versus other religions. Our theologian unfortunately died, and we have this Vietnamese one, which is not an accepted culture. We're gonna try and reroll until we get a good one. None of the advisors are really interesting apart from national unrest reduction. There we go, dude. We can finally get rid of Bahmanis. I've just randomly took a look into Genoa, you know, because they have some additional provinces, I said, and what is this, man? Genoa, out of all nations, is a target of coalition of like 15 countries. What's happening there, man? Are you guys good? Okay, boys, we're starting to pop off. Vijayanagara is down and out. That's a ton of trade centers that we just got. Add all of these to our trade company. Now let's see how much we can take from Mevar. Well, he's gonna be left with just a few provinces. And normally you wouldn't want to piece out like 4 nations at once because of the overextension. In our case, we really don't care. We can completely ignore overextension. At 152, we still have a -6 unrest, and this is all the rebels that we have. What rebels, right? So guys, I think it's time to start exploiting our development a little bit, especially the tax development, as this will help us with the earning capacity. We also will get a little bit of money, which we can use to repay the loans or continue building courthouses. And from now on, pretty much we will be doing this every 20 years. As our truce expired with the Great Horde, we're gonna take their remains finally. Same time we need to fight Akayunlu, which is nothing to be worried about. Send some boys over there, demolish these guys. So with the Great Horde being eliminated, there are no more existing steppe hordes. And if I didn't have that achievement yet, we would have gotten there can only be one Khan, for which you need to start as a steppe horde and eliminate all the other ones. So we attacked the Hormuz, and the Timurids are not co-belligerent in this war. We could take half of their nation right now, but their total war score cost is around 80%, which means we can just white piece them, and after 5 years we can full annex them. So this is gonna be like 3 times faster. I guess we can go for another war versus Russia, as our truce is about to expire. That's a very easy nation to defeat. Oh, I love it. Since we're trading in iron, we get minus 5% for regiment costs. It's gonna save quite a bit of cash for us. So guys, a couple of years have passed. We fought a war versus Russia. As you can see, we took the borders up to Sweden, and we completed the mission Fall of Ryazan, which gave us movement speed, national unrest reduction for 15 years. But now, if we get another 23 provinces in Ruthenia, we would be able to do Raid Ruthenia, which empowers return of the Mongols modifier with another 10% war score cost reduction on top of what we have already, which is governing capacity, looting speed, and available loot. So this is insanely good. I think it's a little bit problematic though. Not only we have Poland and Lithuania, you know, but also France to deal with, which I'm not really excited about. Our truce is about to expire with the Timurids. What do we have here? 1546. Around the same time with Mevar. And I also want to fight Ayutthaya again in 4 years. We can keep like 1 stack for the Timurids and try and do a quick like 4 to 5 years war versus Lithuania, Poland, and France. Because let's be honest, we really want to prioritize this mission before anything, as this will let us conquer everything essentially 10% faster. Okay, so for this, let's go and hold Nadam Festival. We definitely will need additional cav compatibility. We still have the golden era until 1559. I guess that's one less nation, so that's always cool. Let's do it, man. Let's go. Let's take what we need, which is 22 provinces. And we can go ahead and grab level 12 admin technology, as this gives us additional gov capacity. And obviously we have access to state houses. We can get a couple of these. And we finally can go ahead and get war score cost versus other religions, allowing us in this war to take more provinces. It's super, super important. How do we even compare to these guys? Look at that, man. France is scary. They actually have more morale than us. But apart from that, we really excel from anybody else. The positive thing about playing hordes like this is that it's pretty much impossible for the enemies to reach our valuable provinces, as they would have to travel insane distances. So it's really about the fights. Let's march on to Vilnius, the capital of my country. Please, Ajam, just don't enter the coalition. I really don't want to deal with you right now. And of course, immediately they did. Oh, come on, dude. Okay, you know what? I'll declare, but only for their capital. And we're aiming to just take a white piece, because right now we don't want to deal with anybody else. Oh, crap. Malamir is there. Oh, come on, man. This is going pretty damn well. We can go ahead and fight our boys. Yep, we're wrecking them. Give us that juicy war score. Oh, here is France. Enemy spotted. Okay, just 1/4 is very close to being enough for the white piece. We probably can get this quite shortly. And you guys can just come back here. I will need your support. Oh, yes, let's go. Very good timing. Siege ability, thank you. That's gonna help quite a bit. Let's go fight these bastards. Let's move. Easy war score. Easy war score. You guys quickly barrage. Nice, we got what we needed. So now we can just go ahead and declare on the Timurids instead. Managed to catch France in Sweden. Oh, that's only 2000, damn. We can get some maps of Poland from a jump, so that's gonna help a bit. Oh, it's a big one, it's a big one. And we have 100,000 soldiers over here. Hey, we're not ready for that. Hey, that's pretty good. Great project upgrade cost minus 25%. That's for 10 years. Okay, we need to remember to use that. I mean, so far, there's not much contest. We actually managed to wipe out 25,000 French soldiers in Neva. We're continuously hunting down the Poles and Lithuanians. Come on, France. Just surrender. Just surrender, bro. There's no way you can win this one. We got you surrounded, bro. Just wave the white flag. No, you want to. Oh, bad stuff, bad stuff. Ayutthaya declaring coalition. Oh no. Before the Mamluks enter, and I know they will have to. Wait, we still have that mercenary company, Keshigs. That's right. Now they have 27,000 soldiers, and they don't cost army force limit or army professionalism, so we can get that over there. Okay, I'm sure if we assault Shirvan, we... Oh, no, 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 no. Japan, Japan, what are you doing? Oh, I hate this, man. I hate this. There's too many wars. Okay, thank God we got Shirvan. We got what we came for. There's no alliance to break with France because I believe France is the defender of faith. That's why they joined. But we have 23 provinces, just to make sure that this is the correct region. Yeah, so we cannot take Toropetsis and Poloskas. We have to switch these. But yeah, anyways, this right here should be good. So that's gonna be our peace deal versus Lithuania. And there we go, guys. We have raid Ruthenia. This is massive. It was quite a difficult war and it took a lot of resources. We had to use our army professionalism for the manpower. But hey, we got it. It's all worth it. Now we want to immediately finish the Timurid war and transport some units over to Indochina and Japan because Japan is sieging us down. Here, guys, we have our boy Timurids. Finally, we removed them. Alright, here we go. We returned and we fully conquered Japan. So one problem is solved. Now we just have Ayutthaya, which we are in progress of dealing with. The 1544 Yellow River flood, obviously. Good thing is that we don't have that many highly developed provinces, so the chances that we had 15 dev plus, very low. Wow, this war actually will allow us to set up pretty damn beautiful borders. Yeah, that's the power of province war score cause that we got. And imagine what we could do if we had the Malta forts. So right now we're participating in 3 more wars. We're fighting Ajam with the hopes of connecting our lands across the Caspian Sea, as we're also at war with Shirvan and Gazikumuk at the same time. Then we have Vijayanagar and Mevar. We're gonna full annex Mevar, and at best case scenario, Vijayanagar is gonna be left with less than 100% war score for the next war, or exactly 100%. And we will also be fully annexing Orissa. There we go, we got Gazikumuk. Part of the job is done. There, get out of my face, man. I've had enough of your bullcrap. No more Shirvaning around. I'm gonna make sure to take all their provinces in the Persian trade node, and we can take some bonuses in Basra, which can look pretty much like this. Oh boy, now that's a name placement. We're maxed out on double points once again, which means we will start converting more cultures. There we go. And yes, we already do have 100% mercantilism. And let's go ahead and build more courthouses and maybe even a couple of state houses. Okay, it's time. We're gonna take all of that from Vijayanagar, 100% peace deal. I'm not happy with this, man. I want to take a little bit more. I want to take a little bit more, so much that we will resort to doing a little bit of truce break in action. Hey, why not? I'm totally not doing this just so I can have all of India in the thumbnail. Return to the old ways. We will get raising power gain plus 20% and morale of armies. Sweet. Love events like that. Right, thank you very much. I'll have to confiscate that. I can't believe I'm conquering entire India the second time this December. Oh boy, and here we go. 4 more provinces. Wait, they have 1 more. Oh, they colonized. Hey, we have to take that as well. So you can even say that we played a colonial game now. We're obviously not ending the run like this, right? We must restore the Mongol Empire, for which we need to fight the Ottomans, Lithuania, Genoa, and 1 more war versus Russia will be needed as well. Now, obviously, if we wanted to speedrun this, we would have completely just ignored India, and we would have went for the exact provinces that we needed for the restoration. But this will be definitely not the fastest I've restored it, but the best I've done it, because we have over 5,000 development, and normally when I would restore Mongol Empire as Uzbek, I also did it as Great Horde, I would have around 3,000. So by the time we will do it, we will be twice in size from my, you could say, norm. Now, another thing I want to mention is that once we become the Mongol Empire, and this wasn't possible before the latest patches, we will be able to establish Siberian frontiers ourselves, so we don't really need to keep Russia for that specific reason, because they're doing it right now, and we can allow them to basically expand. But if we want to, we can just completely demolish them. And another thing we can do right now is switch our syncretic faith from Hindu. We will go to Sunni, as we have tons of Sunni provinces right now. Like, look at that, man. This should also increase our balance a little bit, because we just got additional 10% trade efficiency. It's a couple duck, it's alright. Still need to fix the loans. We're losing 40 ducats just because we have 5 loans, which is crazy. But anyways, the rush for restoration, we will begin with Russia. Let's go for another tribal conquest. And these smaller wars I won't even be showing, guys. It's just, you know, you occupy provinces, you piece them out. Probably the one I want to show is the Ottomans, because this one could be a little bit tough. They have 153,000 soldiers. Dude, we are so blessed. Russia, as expected, was insanely easy, but I definitely thought we would need to fight Spain for this one, and we don't. They became rivals. Dude, we will take a massive chunk of Lithuania, not only like 3 provinces that we need. France has called a crusade against us. No way, man. What have we done to you? We're just peaceful traders, man. Finally, we completed the most important event in history, the Siege of Ganja. Oh my goodness. Less than 2 years to 100% them. We're essentially taking half of both Poland and Lithuania. Excellent stuff. And after we raised all this stuff, we got a ton of admin points, which allowed us to finally unlock level 14 admin technology, just 24 years ahead. So we're gonna go with our 4th idea group, and it's going to be finally Horde ideas. We can unlock a couple of these, giving us cav cost minus 33%, additional cav to infantry ratio, which means we now have 95%, and we can run mostly just cav armies. And aggressive expansion impact at this point doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and convert a ton more cultures. We no longer have our golden era, but it's still reduced by 10% because of our maxed out innovativeness, so it's really cheap to do this. And alright guys, it's time, tribal conquest versus the Ottomans. Ajam, you better prepare, as we're gonna full annex you without you being co-belligerent. Let's go, let's show them who's the boss. Are they even strong? No, that's what I'm interested in. I mean, they have 115% discipline, which is something. That doesn't stop us from going straight to their capital though. Alright, we got that. And we can try and focus on this front as they're trying to siege us. Orchus also ran out with Ayutthaya. And I have 1 stack here remaining, which means we can just attack them. Stop this nonsense right here. These battles are giving us a ton of war score. 3 war score, and we didn't even wipe them out. And not gonna lie, that cav cost reduction is saving us a ton of money. After all, it is 33%. And we're also just recently started trading in livestock, which reduces it by another 10%. Our cav costs 5.8 ducats to recruit. This war is just, once again, just incredibly easy. We're way too overpowered at this point of the game. Dude, we don't even have Nadam festivals. 100,000 strong army you got here, hey? Let's see what you got, let's see it. Oh, you're running away. You're not even gonna fight me. How come? What happened? Awesome, here we go. Full annexation of Ajam. And this means restoration of Ilkhanate. Oh my god, we get additional 10% movement speed. We can choose Ilkhanate to be released in Persia. In addition, they would pay us some more ducats than normal vassals. They would be able to declare their own wars. And each one of them apparently would grant us 10% cav combat ability. However, I think we're strong enough and I don't want to ruin my borders, so I will have to resort with a second option. We're not greedy, we're just gonna take everything they have in the Pontic Steppe and Caucasia, which now allows us to complete Cross the Caucasus mission. For every mountain or hill province in Caucasia, we will get +2 Horde unity. Very useful, very useful. Imereti, I don't like you. And let's make it very quick versus Genoa. We will just need to take their belongings, of course, in the Pontic Steppe, and we will take their vassal Circassia. We can do this war insanely quick. The Genoese conquest of Moscow has to be stopped, right? That's right, there we go. Already up to 13% war score. What a tasty salad we have here. Dalmatia, Hungary, France, and Tuscany. That's a very lovely 4 war score. You guys also gotta be removed. The French decided to give us 7 war score for the swipe. And there it is, guys. 1 more battle and we are able to take what we needed. Which means we have all the provinces needed to restore the Mongol Empire. 1565 without even pushing for the Mongol Empire. Taking entire India, Indochina, wreaking havoc in Eastern Europe. In the process getting nearly 6,000 development. There we have it, guys. Restore the Mongol Empire. First things first, guys, we can establish Siberian frontiers. Oh, we're gonna spam these. I love how our name extends every time we establish a new frontier. This is sick, boys. This is the best borders I've had in a while. And obviously we also have a new tier 1 government reform. Establishing Siberian frontiers is a part of it. Everything else pretty much the same what we had with Yuan. We also have the same ideas. They're already overpowered at this point, so Mongol Empire getting new ideas would just be crazy. This is what our subjects window looks like. We have a ton of trade companies. There are some things that we could work on. One of them is governing capacity. We're slightly above the limits, which means our admin efficiency is decreased. What we could do is expand administration and get some this way. There's still a mission that would give us an additional 100. Matter of fact, we haven't finished building the Great Palace of Bangkok, so we can probably increase it right now, as this will give us 15% instead of the 10% that we had. There we go. It's a bit better. And yeah, basically continue upgrading monuments, continue reducing development through exploiting, especially the tax development, only half stating everything. As you can see, if we go into the course window, there's a ton of unfinished ones. This way we're saving governing capacity. We have a very strong army with 220,000 soldiers. We have a very strong navy as well with over 220 ships. And we're by far the strongest country in the world. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to click the like button, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what run should I do next. A massive thank you for supporting the channel to Tier 2 members Biologist, Lazar, RogueRhino, Tier 3 member Devertion, and Patreon supporters Lazar and Nikolas. Really appreciate you guys.